Welcome to Room for More Art, a dialogue series where we sit with architects and designers to explore spaces through the lens of art and design. This episode is powered by Decorates, making interiors more thoughtful with their smart wall panels and ceiling solutions that are as practical as they are beautiful.
Hi, this is Neeti Thakkar, founder of Core Design, and we are an interior design firm which targets not just designing a space but also creating a brand. So, our main forte is not to just create a space but to brand it as well and design it in a way that it speaks for itself and you don't have to speak about the brand. So that's me and that's what I love to do. 12 years into design field and it still feels that every single day is a new experience and I want to continue learning, exploring and building spaces that I have done for so many years. I think we have done more than 100 projects pan India and that gives me that spark of going more and more beyond limitations or beyond what the society calls that these are the standards and this is the space constraint. This So I've done like 100 square feet also, and I've done 28,000 square feet of a space as well. So I feel sky is the limit and that's where I want to reach. Have you heard the story of rabbit and the tortoise? The Bachcho wali famous story. Um, who do you think that the story revolves around? Rabbit? Maybe. Tortoise? Maybe. See, it's every space is like a story. If I talk about flooring or ceiling or wall, to me, these are characters of one story. So, how much do I want to amplify or how much subtle I want to make depends upon the story that I'm creating, right? So, as a director of the story or as a writer for the story, they decide that which character gets the main role, which character gets the background role. Similarly, as per this space and the vibe that I'm creating for that space, I decide that how much importance or how much main character energy does my walls will need in this space, right? So that's how I go about walls. I feel that wall is not stagnant. It is live. See, for example, I'm sitting in this room. Right now, there is a window right next to me. So the light that is falling on uh, this wall is a different entity right now. Maybe in the evening, once the sun sets, and once we start with our artificial lights, it's going to change how the wall looks, right? So the wall is always changing. It's always evolving. Who says that we are living in a man-made structure? It's all alive. I mean, I really believe and I really understand the importance of light as well as any character that I built in one space, that is going to not just create a lifestyle, a living, but it is also going to evolve the humans who are going to be in that space. So for me, that is way beyond just art or just putting a frame or two on a wall, it goes way beyond that. So I feel that it's not about wall texture and art again. It's about the amalgamation of it. Like when I go to a beach, it's not about the sand or the water, but how they come together. So it's not about just the space or just the wall or just the art. It's way beyond it. I mean, imagine, why do you have interior designers? I mean, there is Pinterest, there is Google, there is Instagram. There are so many posts and so much of information and pictures around that you might be able to create your own space on your own, right? Why do you need a designer? So it's the same story again, that if I give my carpenter that, design the best, he'll do his best. If I give my POP guy to design a ceiling, he's gonna do his best. But how it comes together might really not work, or maybe just amazing sometimes. So that's how it is very important that the elements that I'm selecting on my wall, they all come together and become one. And I don't want to overpower just one element to, reduce the importance of that space or just change that focus. So to me, it's how textures, how paintings, how art forms, or just a plain wall. If I'm doing a gallery, I might not want to put a lot of emphasis on the walls, right? So again, it depends upon the space more than how you want to do it, right? We do all kinds of projects. It's not just residential or commercial. Recently I was doing a conversation with one of my clients for whom I'm designing a boutique. They wanted me to create a very beautiful, they've seen my restaurants and they wanted me to do something on those lines. That, that is so amazing. Please create something on those lines for me. So it's a multi designer studio. I said, why? What is the hero product here? What is the character, or what is that product that is going to fetch you money? Is it the interiors or the product that people are going to buy from the store? So I feel that doing it minimalistically or making it the highlight, or creating it like that, wow, what a beautiful ambience, or what a beautiful space, and what an amazing vibe, depends upon the kind of space, the end user, and what are the expectations from that space at the end. Are you trying to fetch money by selling the products that are going to be displayed in that space? Are you going to make money by people who are going to come, understand, see the space, have that vibe, feel, and then pay you? Or is it the home that you're going to come and feel, that's my home? And I mean, everything just melts down, So for me, minimalistic or maximalist or something very personal, intimate, really depends upon for whom and what I'm creating. I don't create architecture or interior spaces. I feel that I create art in itself. I make sure that it becomes one. I make sure that there are no boundaries, or there's no way that I can say that this is something called art and this is my space. No, my entire space is art. I am art. I'm not boasting, but that's what I try to do. Everything can be treated like art, why just tiles, or why just paintings? I mean, I can create art out of nowhere, from sand, from paper, from dust, from threads. Give me anything, I'll create art. It's in your vision, it's your power, it's your creativity. It has nothing to do with a very renowned artist का ही painting रखोगे तो wow, people are gonna say amazing. No, it's the designer who creates art. My personal favorite way of creating art, or bringing a wall alive, is the play of lights, colors, and textures together, but not necessarily through a specific mediums, because I'm very open about using a lot of different ways. As I told you, that it's not just a commercial design based brand. So I'm very open, and my concept of art is way beyond just square frames put on a wall. For me, a well designed space just does not limit to a good furniture, or a good material, or a good art form, or walls around. I feel that a good space is where you go and you feel कि यार मजा ही यहाँ आया तो कहीं अलग है. And that alag should not just be alag in terms of it's very tacky or trendy or something. You know, it should change your perception. It should change the way you live. If it's about your house, then it should change your lifestyle. It should make you want to be in that space a bit more, a bit longer. Or let's come back again. So if I'm designing a commercial brand, I always target higher profits for them. But if I'm designing a house, I always target for more serenity, you know, more subtle, personalized touch. घर ऐसा होना चाहिए कि वो घर अपना लगे, right? ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि ये architect का reflection है. The house should be your reflection, not the person who is designing the house. So that's the way I look into the spaces designing, and that's how it should feel, right? So happy designing.